morning. Well, we're off for a little jolly. Off to meet Tony. I'm running about 5 or 10 minutes late, so off to meet Tony. I'm going to do a route we did just after the end of lockdown, end of May. Went over East Lancashire and back up the other side of Clitheroe and back down towards Preston. Not so far today, only 107 mile. So the only downside to it is we've got to go around the back of Rochdale, so we do go into town a bit. We'll have a stop at Hollingworth Lake and see how we get on. Oops. Yeah, so we're going to, once I meet with Tony, we're going up over Rivington, dropping to Belmont, over towards Edgerton and Ramsbottom, and that way towards Aslington, and then back out the top road towards Rochdale. It's a nice road, nice route, and even better if the rain keeps off. Fingers crossed. Today's the first ride out, first day out with my Christmas present, an early Christmas present of a lovely mesh jacket. And first impressions, absolutely fantastic, brilliant. Right. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. There looks to be some muck up road here, Tony. That's good. Yeah, yeah. Well, we went out last Sunday and I was gonna... Oh. Oh dear, I tell you. Yeah, well, I was gonna give you a shout actually, but then I thought you probably won't want to. We have just driven up from Cornwall, you know what I mean? But we went up and did well, up to Lancaster, across to Ingleton, up to Hawes, Tan Hill. Well, I gets off bike, but of course what I'd have done, I'd put the stand up. And either, yeah, I put the stand up. So of course as I'm getting off I realised that, but it got to the point of no return and the bike went over. But luckily all it's done is there's a mark on this wing mirror on the casing, and there's two quite small scratches at the bottom of the fairing, and then there were 3 marks on the top box where that had scraped down the side of the fence, but I've T-cutted the marks out on the top box, so that's alright, and I'll not be able to T-cut the scratches out, but they're not as bad as I thought they were. Yeah. Yeah. It's getting up that way. It looks like, I watched it forecast earlier and it said the rain should keep off until about 5 o'clock. So yeah. I looked at another route as well for today. It was going to be a bit longer, but what it was, go this way over to Hollingworth, and then instead of going up to, oh dear, look at this, and then you know where we turned left and went up the side of that reservoir, instead of turning left there, go straight on, not very far, up towards Ripponden, and then turn off there and start heading down towards, well, like Debdale and places like that, you know. But you know, if you go over the M62 and where is it? You've gone up Death Valley, you know, the Great Log Hill. Well, you've gone up there, and then you go across the top, and let me think. It's like there's a footbridge across the motorway, and if you look down to your right, there's a big reservoir. Well, I'd planned it to take us round that reservoir, and then out towards Meltham, and then down the 6024 towards Woodhead Pass, and then back through the villages to back of the airport, and then back up through Colchester. Yeah, but that it'd have been a bit long, about 140 mile, and it was showing. Yeah. God, look at view from up here. You forget. Yeah. Yeah. That's not bad, is it? Did you stop as well up way down? Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a laugh. These pack talks really came into their own in France, well, on the France trip. You know what you're saying about the roadworks on the M6? Well, on the way down, I should be meeting Peter. They call him Piggy. Yeah, that's him. I should have been meeting him at Stafford Services South. Right. So I've set off from home. I'm on my way down. Just taking it nice and steady, 60, 65 as usual. And I got to just dropping down after Kiel, and you get the roadworks, don't you? And I thought, I'll get it right hand lane, away from all trucks and that. You know what I mean? So I got it right hand lane, because there was no sign to say, well, the only sign there was saying the middle lane and the right hand lane for M6 South. There was nothing saying that from the right hand lane you couldn't go into the into Stafford Services. So I ended up, literally the roadworks finished just before junction 14. So just as I was coming off Slip Road then, I'm going, it was funny because I'm going past Stafford Services and I'm shouting on Pack Talk, "Pig, are you there? Piggy, are you there?" Anyway, pulled in at 14 and he wrangles. No, he didn't hear us. he wrangles at 14 and we ended up meeting there. I'll tell you what, in France, when we were all connected, all 9 of us, that was a laugh. Goose, yeah. I tell you what, he's so funny. He's so funny, right? But I must admit, I struggled at times to understand him. He's the most brummy I've ever met. I mean, Craig's got quite a brummy accent, but Goose. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there was times where he did, as you say, it just makes a noise. do you remember the what is it, the Police Academy films? And there was that criminal, I can't remember, he's a well-known comedian in America. He was one of the criminals, but he then went over to join the academy, and that was like one of his traits, making the noises. No, he was a white guy with long black hair, and so somebody said he sounded like him at times, but yeah, really funny. Top banana, like top guy. No. Yeah. I tell you, it was good as well. Well, he was such a great guy, great bunch. You know, there were guys there that I'd never met before, and that kind of thing. Obviously, I'd met Craig, I'd met Goose, because we met Craig and Goose at NEC, didn't we? And the guy that they call Viper, I think he was at NEC as well, so I'd met him, but not met him to talk to. You know what I mean? And then there was one of their other guys, they call him Iceman, Matt. Yeah, he was a real nice bloke. Again, never met him before. Nice fella, real nice fella. And then you got Vic, who they always go on about with the horses. And well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, well, apparently he's part Welsh, he said, and he actually said, can we change the horse jokes to sheep? Well, that was it then, but we were looking for sheep, and there's hardly any sheep over there. Yeah. But as I say, we met Albie as well at Oxford, well, Cherwell Valley. Whoops. I can ride, honestly. Yeah, and Albie's brother-in-law came with us as well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and again, real nice. I mean, he went over last year with Albie, so they'd been last year, and real nice fella, really nice. But again, I don't think he'd met any of the other guys either. Yeah, yeah. You do. There's a lot of sites that we didn't see in that, but we saw the main things, you know. I'm glad I went. I was very nervous, I think, before going. Yeah. No. But yeah. Yeah. Well, that was it, yeah. I think a lot of it was like going away with guys that I'd never really met or spoke to properly, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. And well, to be fair, we didn't have one. There weren't one, not one bad egg between us. There were, yeah. Yeah. No. There is. Yeah. I was speaking to Craig yesterday, you know, Wildpad Craig. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, he put that post up one day last week, I think it was on Friday. He's shown stuff, yeah. And I messaged him on Friday, well, whatever day it was that he put it up. I messaged him, and a bit of a weird one really, because I don't know if it's just me being a bit of a girl's blouse, but I says to him, I says, I was interested in his tank bag, right? But I said and then I said, but I can't have it. He said, I can't have it because it doesn't seem right. I said, it's shown stuff, it doesn't seem right. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, he come back to me and he says, I know exactly what you mean. He said, but he said, don't think of it like that. He said, just think of it that it's going to just give something back to the kids. You know, it might help, or might pay towards something for the kids and that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what was good about last weekend as well. I planned that route, you know, Lancaster, Ingleton and that way. And as you know, what you really, when you've got people coming up from quite a distance away, really you want to start, you want to hear everyone saying, oh, this is nice, and you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, they were all at it, you know, beautiful round here, this is great, this, you know, all that kind of stuff. But what really topped it off, Pete took his daughter up on Friday, you know, when it was really nice weather Friday. Pete took his daughter up to Devil's Bridge. Well, his daughter, his wife and himself. So his daughter, she was in river, met a few friends and that, and his wife sunbathing on grass outside at river. He said, and he had about 6 hours playing with his drone. He said, so it was a win-win, everybody were happy. Then his daughter didn't want to come home. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Clear. Yeah, I said to him at one point, I said, it's just a bit of a pain when we come up here, or into lakes. I said, we've got, you know, 40, 50 mile up motorway to do. He said, well, that's now, he said, we'd gladly do that just to come for this. Yeah. 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 Right, yeah. Right, yeah. I'm with you. I mean, we've been looking at trying to get away, static caravan, you know, but yeah. But the trouble is, you can get to these places, but not. I mean, we rang a few up during this last week, and they've nothing open. You know, like the pools aren't open or anything like that. You know, for Luke or for anything. You know what I mean? Right. I'll perhaps check the name of the place off you after. Tell you what, we're not motoring on, but we seem to be making good progress here. Yeah. Just need them clouds to lift a bit. Just need these clouds to lift a bit. But saying that, we're going out east now, aren't we? Well, I've got my early Christmas present on. Brevet jacket, yeah. Oh, well, it comes with shoulder and elbows as standard, but then you've got to pay extra for the back. But believe it or not, I mean, to be honest, I probably shouldn't be wearing it, because you can't get the back armour. Nowhere can get it until mid-September. No. She honestly, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, the roads were brilliant. Like I said, they're just the starting issue. It did it a few times, but the main two times was going at customs when I got pulled. And then on the last day, on the Sunday, we went to that Pont de Hoc. We went there on the way back to the digs, and then when I got on the bike there, oh, it did not want to start. Yeah. But like I say, apart from that, no problem whatsoever. Even with panniers on and loaded up top box and everything. Good as gold, yeah. Yeah. I must admit, we travelled down the A34 a bit quicker than I would normally like to. But yeah, well, I mean, I didn't mind it because I weren't getting battered by the wind as much as some of them, you know what I mean? Like Goosey was on his Naked Bandit, and Vicky has a GS X750, fully naked, you know, so they were really getting battered, you know what I mean? Well, that was one of the things when we got down to Portsmouth. Quite a few of us were like, oh, thank God for that, thank God for that. And I'm thinking, I could have easily just turned around and rode all the way back home. I know I've got one of them, what they call them, sergeant seats. So obviously it's a bit more comfy with that, but yeah. Yeah. Northern. Yeah. A new series starts. It started last week, didn't it? Yeah. Should see if we can get down where we went last time. It looks alright. Perfect. Yep. In fact, you're probably right. Better there.